Hey guys, it's Lennon Carissa from the Halfway Homestead. So you might remember we did a video on container potatoes this past summer where we tried to plant potatoes in a container and see how well they would grow as opposed to doing them in the ground. You might have seen stuff like that when people plant them in tires and so forth. So we tried it with big Rubbermaid containers. We had mixed results. Overall, it wasn't bad. We didn't do a lot of work with them, so we kind of neglected them, and so we kind of feel like maybe that's why we didn't get great results. But what's cool is we also wanted to know how well potatoes would store in our basement with just like being surrounded by some hay. And so here we are now. It is December 28th, and we are just doing some cleaning in the basement today, and we moved the potatoes. And in the potatoes, we saw this big guy growing up. And so I'm like, that looks like one of the purple Adirondack potatoes. So we started digging in, and sure enough, all the way down there in the bottom is this purple Adirondack that has shot this sprout all the way up down here in no light conditions whatsoever, with no water, no anything, and has put itself out a big old sprout trying to grow. Absolutely crazy. Sitting right next to a Yukon Gold down there as well. I mean, it just totally floored us. We were not expecting this at all. All we knew is that we had read, keep them separated so they don't touch, and they should store all winter. And not only do they store, apparently, they can grow. It's absolutely crazy. So yeah, something cool. There's this whole, thing here is completely filled with potatoes. And most of them are going to some sort of seed. Like we just put the light over here. So like that right here is another little purple one. That's a little guy. He's got a little sprout coming off. Sorry, my camera wasn't on there. A little sprout coming off of there. And so we're probably just going to let these guys go all winter long. And then we'll just plant these again and see what happens. There's another Yukon Gold. And we'll see what happens. And probably these guys will go in the ground and make more potato plants this year. But yeah, just absolutely amazed when we walked by and we see this big old sprout sticking up out of nowhere. And it's like, then didn't find out it's one of the ones all the way at the bottom. So just goes to show that, oh, sorry, I almost turned the camera off. Just goes to show that not only can, yes, they store down here for months at a time, being completely ignored in the dark, but apparently they can, start to sprout themselves and get prepared for the next year. So we'll do another update as we get closer to spring and, what these look like in terms of that. But we just found that to be really, really fascinating and wanted to share it with you guys. So we'll talk to you next time. If you haven't hit subscribe, please do. Share us out with your friends. We really could use the support. Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye.